Hey guys, welcome back to Hugs and Honey. Good to see you today. It was really fun to have my friend Marco with us yesterday, wasn't it? He wasn't expecting to talk, so I kind of put him on the spot a little bit. But I appreciate that, Marco. Thank you. You did great, and the grasshopper energy was alive and well for us to take the leap. So speaking of taking a leap, sometimes that can feel really scary, right? Like we don't know where we're going to land. And sometimes we can create in our minds something that is really terrifying and really frightening because we don't know what to expect and we're afraid. And so today I wanted to talk about fear. And I've been seeing a lot lately this acronym for the word fear. And an acronym is basically where you take the letters of the word, like fear, F-E.A.R, and you create new words using that letter as the first word. So F-E.A.R, the acronym for fear is false evidence appearing real. So F, false, evidence, E, appearing, A, real, R, F-E-A-R. So you learned what an acronym is today, and like LOL is an acronym. So you guys know lots of acronyms already and maybe just didn't know the word for it. So we're going to talk a little bit about fear, about the fact that false evidence appearing real. False means not true, right? It means not reality, not true. It's the opposite of true. And so basically it even starts out, our fear, the acronym for it is basically saying it's not true, it's false, don't worry. Most of our fears are things that we create in our minds that aren't really true, they're false. And evidence is like information, right? It's proof, it's showing us information. So this is false evidence. So it's saying in our minds, this fear is creating false evidence. It's tricking us into thinking that that the information that we have when we're basing our, when we're deciding on certain things or thinking about how we're going to do something or what's happening in our lives, that the information that we're giving ourselves is not real. But it's appearing real for the AR part of fear. It is appearing real. So it's like our minds tricking us into thinking that that whatever our concern about what we're about to do is not real. And so I love this because so many people think that fear is real and your whole body feels it. Like when you really feel fear, and granted, there's a certain time and place for feeling fear. I mean, if you're about to jump out of an airplane with a parachute on, I think you should be a little bit afraid. Even when you do something for the first time, yes, having a little bit of fear or anxiety is normal. Fear can actually help us and protect us in dangerous situations. So it is good to pay attention to it, but we have to be rational about it. We have to think about it in reality and the possibility or probability of what we think could happen might happen. So usually it's false evidence. Usually it is information that we think is true that isn't true. And the majority of things that we become afraid of or nervous about or scared of, anxious about, really doesn't require us to be afraid. The fear could be holding us back from doing things because we think that, if we jump out of an airplane, we're going to die. But actually, the odds are that we're not going to die if we jump out of an airplane. We're just going to have like an amazing experience once in a lifetime. Maybe it might become more than once in a lifetime. You might get hooked on something like that. But the point is that if you don't try it, you'll never know. So I'm not suggesting that you do things that are dangerous, okay? But I am saying that within reason, the majority of the things that we don't do are because of fear. And the majority of the time, that fear is not accurate. It is not real. There's not a good reason for us to be afraid. And so I just wanted to encourage you to look at that and to think about that and to consider what in your life you might be holding yourself back from because you're afraid, and what the actual truth is, what the reality of the situation is, and whether or not you should be afraid, because most of the time, fear is not necessary. And sometimes it can be used as fuel. It can be used as energy to get you through a situation. Like if you're public speaking or something, you can be anxious and nervous. It's more anxious and nervous rather than fearful. But that energy can actually help you in that circumstance to get through talking on stage or acting or singing or, you know, whatever it may be that you're doing that you might be afraid of. So we can also look at the fear as fuel, as energy that helps us to get through a situation that might otherwise stop us. So I just wanted to share that idea with you. It's a different way to think about the things in your life that could be holding you back from doing the things that you really, really want to do. And I'm overcoming this right now with some work things that I'm doing where I'm kind of taking a leap of faith using our grasshopper energy. And I'm sort of looking fear in the face and recognizing that I really don't need to be afraid, that I need to be careful and conscious and conscientious, but that I don't really need to be afraid, and that fear has been holding me back actually for a few years on this one topic. And this topic is to guide people on transformational travel retreats. So going to different places in the world and learning and talking and doing some of this sort of coaching and energy work that we talk about a lot. So just wanted to share that with you guys, a different perspective on how to look at fear and the things that could be stopping you in your lives so that you can just feel the fuel, be fueled by and feel the energy of fear as a positive thing that will help you achieve your goals and do the things that you want to do. All right, guys, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Right there, share it with your friends. They need to hear about fear and how it, you know, how to not get stopped by it. I see you, I hear you, I'm here for you, and I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.